Hello and welcome to World Talks on TVP World with me, Ashim Kumar. On Saturday, the mayor of Istanbul, Ekrem İmamoğlu, and others appeared in court on terrorism charges. His treatment by the government of President Erdoğan is seen as a political move to remove a political opponent in the 2028 elections. Nationwide protests on the detention of the mayor have erupted and show no signs of abating. What are the broader implications for Turkey's democracy? Well, to explore this question, we're joined by Yaşar Aydın. He's a researcher at the German Institute for International and Security Affairs. Mr. Aydın, welcome to TVP World, and thank you very much for taking the time.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Pleasure, sir. So what is your view of the arrest, or detention certainly at this stage, and charging of the mayor? What's behind it?
Ekrem İmamoğlu, the mayor of Istanbul, has been charged of corruption and support for terrorism. This is a common pattern, common accusations for those who are challenging President Erdoğan, his regime. In the past, we have seen this accusation several times. For example, against Osman Kavala, against Selahattin Demirtaş from the pro-Kurdish DEM party. He has now been arrested for more than 10 years. So I think, and all indications is in this direction. There is no substance in these accusations of terrorism. So especially in a time where the Turkish government negotiates with the terror organization PKK, with the chief of the PKK, and accusing a mayor of Istanbul supporting terrorism has no substance. And we should also say that this investigation is rest on secret people, for example, people whose identity is not known. They are making accusations against İmamoğlu, and it is also illegal to arrest him instead of inviting a mayor to come to the court to testify. Just arresting him at the morning shows this is not a legally process. It's a campaign. It's a defamation campaign against a mayor. He is the challenger of Erdogan. And we have also observed in social media and in media outlets close to the government a defamation campaign. This is not suitable to rule of laws, to independent court, for example. So therefore, I would say these accusations has no legal substance.
Understood. So it sounds as though it's politically motivated, and the messaging to the public has also been influenced. What about the courts themselves? Can the mayor expect a fair hearing?
I don't think that he will expect a fair hearing. So the documents of the hearings has been released. This is also not legal. These documents released first to the media outlets close to the government, for example. So this is also not legal, and I do not expect a fair process. Neither I expect a fair listening. We know in Turkey that the Turkish judiciary is under the control of executive. We have seen by several other processes, for instance, against people who take part in Gezi Park movements, even against generals in Turkey, against parts of Turkish military, and therefore I don't think there is no substance to say the Turkish judiciary is independent, I do not expect any fair court.
So the judiciary is not independent, the media is not independent, according to you. Erdogan seems to hold all the levers of power in his hands. What does this mean in terms of democracy in the country?
In recent years, there has been always the thesis of democratic backsliding. So it was also the critics from the European Union. So now we have to say that for years, there is no intact democracy in Turkey. There was only left elections. The only aspect of democracy was elections. So I can say the elections in Turkey was not fair. Of course, it was no fair elections, but it was, or they were, real elections. Now I fear that Turkey will no more free elections, real elections. This is my concerns, and these are also the concerns of many experts in Turkey. Now we can say Turkey is sliding into a full autocracy, and there is no hope that this process will change. We'll see Erdogan wants to be elected third time, whatever it takes, and this is not for the future, good for the future of Turkish political system, and not good for the country. It is also bad for Turkish economy. We have seen the Turkish lira crack down, for example. So this will also influence the investment decisions from outside of the country. People, entrepreneurs from Europe and from other countries, they will be hesitant to invest in Turkey. With this process, they harmed also Turkish economy, I would say.
Understood. Now, there have been protests in Turkey, in Istanbul and other cities around Turkey. How effective have those protests been?
We will wait and see how effective they will. Today, Imamoğlu has been arrested. He was under investigation custody. Now he is arrested. We will wait and see how this protest will affect the decision of the President Erdoğan, for example, of the Kurds. There are a lot of people on the streets. CHP, the Republican People's Party, is trying to build a opposition, to build a resistance movement together with other opposition party. If the protesters remain disciplined without when they protest without violence, and when the opposition is able to unite with all other opposition parties, then I think it could be a chance for the Turkish political system. It could be a chance to push back the autocratism of Erdoğan. It will depend on how united will the opposition be. Therefore, Erdoğan tried to drive a wedge into the opposition party between CHP and the pro-Kurdish party and other parties. So it is up to CHP and its leader whether he's gonna build a big resistance with all other opposition parties.
Yes, but how capable is he of doing that from inside a prison cell?
I mean not İmamoğlu, I mean the leader of CHP, Özgür Özel. He is not imprisoned, Özgür Özel. And İmamoğlu, even he is now in prison, he united the opposition. He united the opposition against, he drove the people on the street. We see that he is very popular in Turkey. He is also not only popular by the supporters of the CHP, he is also popular among conservative people, for example, who used to be vote for Erdogan. He is very popular among Alevis, among Kurds, among secularists, and also among modest nationalists. So therefore, he could become an integrative figure of Turkish political system, a voice of democracy in Turkey. But Özgür Özel, the leader, the formal leader of the party is Özgür Özel, and he has the chance now to unite the opposition and to build a resistance against the autocracy.
Understood. Now, very briefly, sir, Turkey is a member of NATO and it has aspirations for joining the European Union. Is there anything that these bodies can do to influence this action by Erdogan?
Yes, I can. Countries of European Union make clear if Turkey wants to join European Union, if Turkey wants to be part of the now increasing new European security architecture, then it should respect democracy. It should respect law, rule of law. So of course we have a geopolitical environment situation where European Union needs Turkey because of Turkey's big army, strong defense industry. It's true. This makes the leverage of European Union countries weak, but still they have some leverage. It's not true that only European Union needs Turkey. Turkey needs also European Union. Turkey needs investments from European Unions, know-how from European Union countries. Turkey wants to be part of defense projects, for example, and Turkey wants investments from Turkey. European Union is the biggest market of Turkish products. So therefore, European Union countries have some leverage, and they will be successful when they use this leverage unitary, when they unite among themselves and use this leverage. But I do not expect critics from United States, since in United States we have also autocratic, maybe not autocratic, but an authoritarian administration. So I don't think that Elon Musk will criticize democratic backsliding in Turkey, but European Union can do that.
Understood. Well, Mr. Aydin, thank you very much indeed for analysing the situation for our audience. Have a good day, sir. Goodbye.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure for me.
Thank you. Goodbye. And that's all from us in this episode of World Talks. Goodbye.